sorry about that. We had some technical difficulties on our end. We were trying to get it sorted out here. I don't know what happened. All I know is for some reason, I think I had the internet dragon bite me or something. But we are back now. We had some technical difficulties, but we got them all fixed here. Is Scarecrow Mama here to get everything all settled back in together? Vickery, Kaw, Coral, Warren, Jordan. Up front. Call you new race leader here, as we are 30 laps to go here at Talladega. Daytona. I'm so used to calling races here at Talladega. What about you, Tyler?
Oh yeah, it's Talladega's always fun, especially if you can get a decent group of drivers together. Oh yeah, you can have a really good pack racing, and a lot can happen at the same time.
But this is not Talladega. It's the little sister down in
Oh
Florida.
yeah, it's the good old Daytona. Actually, yeah, my bad. I'm like throwing myself around today. But yeah, Daytona's always a great track. Nice and smooth. You can be able to do a lot of different things. I mean, the guys, if you can be able to just find the right pushing partner, you can do a lot with these trucks. And I mean, they're doing really well as it as by the way.
This is only a small group of guys normally. I think it's time we send it down to our good friend to crank it up. What do you say?
Oh, absolutely.
Let's crank it up. Welcome me back here live to Daytona as green flag pit stops are underway. It looks like Jeffrey Vickery, Austin Call, and Shane Ledoux kind of into the pits here. Looks like they have Lee at the pit. Chris Jordan, Dennis Warrens, Chris Lucia, and Corey Corwell. What's your thoughts on splitting this up like this as we have 25 to go here?
Honestly, that would be a great strategy because you could split it 50-50, be able to have a, as long as you have a decent stop. And there was a good amount of drivers there that came in. You got three, and especially those three were hanging up in the front. I think if all three can have a great stop, they can pull away easily.
And the lone Canadian in the field, Dennis Warrens, brings in the rest of the pack here, which means this might be a one-stopper here. Thoughts on that?
The one stopper is going to be key, and pit stops are going to be key. I mean, if you put all four drivers coming in, so you're going to have a group of three and a group of four, and I don't know how the group of three is doing. Hopefully, they'll be able to get a decent run as these guys are in the pits.
True there, as the Virtual Velocity Racing Super Speedway Series is presented in part by Lightning Wraps. The best quality custom wraps around. Look no further than Lightning Wraps and Sim Matrix. And the VBR Racing Network is presented by Derby Energy. Code VBR24 to check out 10% off your order. As here they come! Call Vickery and Jordan, the top three. They're up to speed as Warrens,
I think the 78.
Crowell, and Sushler all get back up to speed.
And I think the 78 might have gotten possibly a black flag penalty because he was getting shoved by the 90 of Warrens there. Could be a potential unsafe pit exit there if that ends up being the case. So, got to keep an eye on him.
Indeed, we will. It looks like there might not be a penalty, but Dennis Warrens here though. He can win these trucks. He's a good driver here at Daytona and Talladega. He can drive.
Yeah, but it's all about teamwork and consistency, trying to make the best opportunities and trying to make a big run. And if all three of these guys can get together and start making moves, they can probably catch up to those top two as they're already 4 seconds behind Vickery and Call.
True there, but remember, once it gets to that once Barney waves that white flag, there's no friends. Every driver for themselves.
Yep, exactly.
But more than likely, what you'd want to see right here is Chevy working with Chevy, Bowtie's working with Bowties, Chevy working with the Chevys, the Fords working with the Fords, and the Toyotas working with the Toyotas here. As it's mainly a 50-50 field here, too, of Toyotas and Chevys.
Interesting combination there.
Indeed there, as I'm a Chevy driver and a Chevy owner myself, as we all are on BBR Racing and BBR Racing Network, we're a Chevy team. So let's look for these J Performance engines to hopefully get a victory here. What about you, Jeffrey? I mean, Tyler.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. I think the only troublesome right now is this group of five. They need to just try to work together, get in line, try to start pushing because, I mean, the gap's grown up to 5 seconds, and right now both Vickery and Call are pulling away. If this group of five keeps making errors and they're wiggling around a lot through the track, which is not helpful at all if they want to be able to catch up to Vickery and Call. And this is going to be a nice little battle, two-way battle for them for the win if these guys keep going at the rate they're going.
And so some of these drivers, including Jeffrey Vickery, Shane Ledoux, Chris Lucia, and Dennis Warrens, how they all have a banner that says Lightning Esports? Because on Sundays, they're racing in the Lightning Esports League. But I can say this about Dennis, though. He's aggressive. When he sees a run, he's going to try to take it.
And don't blame him there. I mean, gotta find a way to get up to the front, and then also gotta be able to help.
The dude has trouble. He's gonna fall to the back. What a save by Ledoux. Incredible
Huge save indeed. It's even though it's going to knock him out of the pack, but he's at least still in the race. And if a late wreck happens, anything can happen.
But I don't think there might not even be a wreck with this being a split field like this.
Absolutely.
As the lead is going almost to 5.5 seconds now.
Yeah, that time gap is continuing to grow, and they need to work together because, I mean, the 51 and 18 are just flying right now, nice and consistent as well.
But it looks like here the gap's probably starting to shorten a little bit now too. As they're all now finally getting a 5-car tandem now, it looks like. What do you hear? I was gonna say, what are you hearing on the driver's side, but I forgot, you can't hear the drivers yet.
No. I think honestly, if some of these guys would need I think if they can just get each other to cooperate with each other, not make any errors and try to just hold on to that yellow line, I think that's going to be the best opportunity because they got to make up this 4-second gap, and I mean it looks like it's closing up little by little, but I mean you got 19 laps to go and it's go time. You need to start getting and catching up to those two front trucks that are way in front of them.
Indeed there, Tyler, and we're going to try something for the first time ever in VBR Racing Network history, Tyler. You know what it is?
What's that?
A 3-man booth.
Ooh, that sounds like
fun. Now is good friend and colleague Samuel Carter. Samuel, how you feeling out there in the pits? Samuel Carter, the boys, how you feeling in the pits? Well, Tyler, we don't have Samuel yet.
Yeah, I think he's got to switch it to push to talk or something. Oh, that's the only fun part is that it shows that Samuel's mic is muted. So give him a few minutes there, trying to get that fixed real quick.
Do you think give him a few minutes here? As Tyler, want to explain the reason why I'm accidentally calling you Jeffrey by accident a couple times?
Yeah, especially since we have Jeffrey Vickery right now on the track. I can definitely tell you this: no relations that I'm aware of, because I have ran into him before in officials, but I can confirm it. Definitely no relations. Last name spelled the same and everything, so but that I know of, definitely no relation to my side of the family.
Oh, and you look at him right there, and Austin Call right now as they're pulling away.
Y'all got a copy?
We got you, Sammy. How's it feeling down there in the pits?
I'm not even watching the race. I just wanted to join and talk with some boys.
That's good too, Sammy. What's your thoughts so far on how this race is going from what you've seen so far?
Well, I've been watching the broadcast. I just saw there's not many people in it. Saw they're running a lot of single file. Y'all having fun up here?
You're having fun, Sammy. So how's things going on your end, Sammy? What do you think how things might play out rest of this race for these guys in the back here? Do you think they'll catch them and get a race to the finish, or what do you think's going to happen? Well, it looks like he's just back to me and you, Tyler.
I guess something was off there first. I guess his mic was having some issues or something. But have noticed, keeping an eye on the broadcast, I think the league, for some reason, I think I might have to get an invite into that league so I can be able to see the race for some reason. But looking on the broadcast, I see the 78 of Jordan's about 3 seconds now, closing in on Vickery and Call. They're finally kind of grouped together. They are every so often, like, little spacing out a little bit, weaving side to side, which is not helping the run, but they are closing in on those front two trucks as of now.
Indeed, that's exactly what we're gonna have here, as it's gonna start getting dicey soon.
Yeah, and all it takes is just one little error, but I mean they're starting to finally get some grooving going. A little bit of errors in the further back by Ledoux in the 91, but he's just biding his time. And I think by the time this group of 5 catches up to the front 2, we're going to start seeing some 2 wide action here the rest of the way.
Now, Tyler, if I can recall, this is our first time working together, with us both not being on the track.
Yeah, I know that's the first time in a while, and little learning curve. Still trying to figure out everything. Hopefully, maybe next time I'll have to try to see if make sure I can get access into the race. So always fun having to be outside looking in.
Indeed, there, Samuel Carter. How's things looking down there on pit road, and how you think stuff might play out for this race as we're coming up on 12 to go here?
Well, I think they're gonna stay single file. Well, I'm not even watching the race. Let me turn this on. Here we go.
Well, indeed, there, Sammy, as they did catch. Now, when do you think we'll start seeing if they go back double file, Tyler?
Well, seeing that they're decided not to make any kind of overtake, them being able to play the pacing game, I would say we probably will start seeing a move with 5 to go. The way these trucks are, you got to get a little bit of momentum. Can't push these trucks too hard. I mean, you can be connected for a good 2 laps, but I don't think we're gonna see any kind of move until we're close to like 5 or 4 to go, and then someone's gonna have to make a move.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I think, I mean, these trucks get hot quick. I think, there's only 7 people in this race. I think they're gonna have to build a lot of momentum.
The good part is, though, this is not a money race like we normally would call here, Sammy.
No, it's not. Me and Tyler, I think we both do that, right, Tyler?
Oh yeah, especially for a few of the ones. But I'm gonna be a little busy this coming weekend. Anyways, I'm gonna be completely out of the state. I'm gonna be actually over in North Wilkesboro for some Cars Tour racing and Whelen Tour mods for the reschedule from after Hurricane Helene happened. So I'm gonna be out there working with a Whelen Tour mod team for both photos as well as helping out with setup work.
Indeed, there. So, Sammy, if you're in this field right now, who would you want to work with us? Pit stops are back! They're pitting again, one more time, with 10 laps to go. They're pitting as a group. This is a stop that's gonna change this race right here, make or break your race. You get a penalty here, your night's done.
Yeah, and especially that's being the money stop. It's key. You cannot make any kind of error.
And this is our money stop. One error, your race is done. And Victory wins the race off pit road. He's your new race. He stays out front. Looks like Victory and Carl pulling away yet again.
Yeah, they're both able to easily work together and be able to try to get that run, trying to be able to pull away from the rest of the pack. But like I said earlier, that group of 5 has just they've got to make the right choices, and they can be able to stay right up with them and give themselves an opportunity to try and win the race. But I mean, it's a huge gap there when you're having a real big struggle off of pit road.
Indeed, there. As the lead's growing and growing fast.
Yeah, everyone further back, third on back, is just no one's grouped together. Unlike Vickery and Call, they were grouped together right at pit entry, and then as soon as they come out of pit entry, they're both already locked in, nose to tail.
Trouble for Warrens. Warrens is the back corrected as a double file in the back here. And that's what you do not want to be doing right now, is they start single it back out. Sammy, what's your thoughts on this so far?
Unfortunately, I'm not. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with my mic. It's not letting me join the session because, it's a league session, so unfortunately I'm not able to join it. if you're able to share a screen so I can watch.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the internet issue there for him, possibly, because internet gremlins was hurting him earlier.
Indeed, there, and that's why the broadcast suddenly stopped and we had to restart it. That's why we were off air for a few minutes there. So, but we were able to get it back live. We only missed a few laps here. There are coming down to 7 laps to go, which means it's rush hour.
Rush hour indeed, but might not be rush hour for. Well, it's rush hour for the third on back, but I don't think it's rush hour yet for the top two. I think they're gonna chill here because I mean they've got a 4-second gap, and the way the third on back was having issues working grouping together, this could be troublesome.
Indeed, there, troublesome indeed.
Yeah, they're all coming out of the corners. It's just there looks like 1 or 2 trucks is getting loose, and it's breaking the toe, and it's just making it. They can probably gain easily half a second each lap when they're doing. Well, they were gaining about a second on each lap, but when 1 or 2 trucks bobble, it hurts the line, and they end up losing almost close to a half a second. Which a few more bobbles, and they've been losing now another 1/10 of a second. I mean, the time is still dropping, but a few of the drivers are just really struggling trying to hang on to the truck.
Indeed, there. As it looks like it's going to be victory. Call duking it out for the lead. If Call was to steal this win, was to try to attempt to steal this win, where would he try to do it?
Coming off a 4, you would just have to jump up 1 lane up. Hope that Jeffrey doesn't make any kind of blocking move, and just hope you have enough side draft and momentum to get to the line before him.
Yeah, and of course, you're going to want some help doing that. You know, if you have enough side draft and momentum, you obviously could, but I just think, you know, if you do it off the 4, that's the main goal. You're going to want to do it off the 4, but you're going to want to have some help if you want to for sure win. Because there's a chance if he has help, he can get a good shove and win it.
Plus, you got to also put into the mindset, you've got these third on back, you got these 5 trucks in a line trying to catch up to you, and they're catching up finally quick. But big question is you've been pushing, like for Call, you've been pushing victory all race long. See them coming with the momentum, and if you see that group jumping up, I would jump up and block them.
And they almost wrecked. We got a new race leader, Crowell, your new race leader.
That didn't take long at all, and you're gonna see probably 3 wide, 2 wide for a while here with the way that they're gonna be fighting for that lead. Anyone's win now.
This is still anybody's race, because remember, it's not if, but when. It's not if, but what, Tyler?
If but when.
And where, am I right? If.
Oh yeah, exactly.
It could happen anywhere at Talladega. It could happen in the pits for all we know.
Daytona. It's gonna happen in the trial here at Daytona.
Oh yeah, it's no. Oh, 1 in the wall.
And that was all. And we almost saw the big. I don't think if we see a wreck, it's probably a 1 or 2 car incident. But I don't think anything can beat that wreck that just happened a couple weeks ago at Talladega.
And Schuser being the unfortunate victim in that, and I don't think he's just a little too far back where he's not going to be able to have any kind of draft to hang on, and that little side damage is going to hurt him as well.
Tough fight for Chris Schuster. One of the guys in the TRD camp out there, but Tyler, I know you don't like this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. The victories are winning.
He's been running a smart race though. From the point that I've been able to keep an eye, he's been running a smart race, making the right moves, having great pit stop, and was working well with the 18 of Call before this group finally caught up to him. So it's just got to make the right decisions, maybe even make the right blocking move to keep yourself up front.
Huge mistake there for the 20. Puts Jeffrey Vickery up front. And his Warren's loose. Shane Ledoux now battling for second. There's a 3 wide in the backstretch coming to the white flag. Jordan, Call, Vickery, 3 wide for the lead. Did it. Swarns in the middle with the 20. Ledoux. Loose, Ledoux, back side by side. Is it going to be Vickery? Is it going to be Jordan? White flag in the air. Next flag ends the race here at Daytona. No friends now, boys.
Absolutely not. It's anyone's game now. It's you got to make the right move at the right time.
2.5 miles remain here at Daytona. Whose race is it? Let's find out. Last time out of 3 and 4. Vickery still up front, being pushed by his third level teammate of Shane Ledoux. There's gonna be a third. Oh, they're wrecking in 4. They're wrecking. Dennis Warrens takes the lead. Suchler involved. And who's it gonna be? It's gonna be the 20. Oh, they're still wrecking. But Crowell wins it at the line. Incredible racing. Let's take another look at that.
Incredible racing, and that was a massive wreck on the backstretch as well. My
Yeah, one
goodness.
car on its roof.
But we were right though. It's not if but what.
If but when.
This is gonna be a fun replay to break down. What do you guys think?
Oh, absolutely. That'll be a fun one to break down.
Let's go into slow motion, go to a chopper cam, and see what happened.
Oh, on its roof. Wow.
Just looked as if
Ledoux!
pushing in the wrong spot just unsettled the truck, and then some extra little taps, and then got him right in the left quarter
And that
panel.
was
Sends
Jeffrey
him
Vickery
down into Vickery.
on his roof and into the catch fence.
Oh, big hit as well. Yeah, that was a huge flip too, and having a ride on the roof there all the way down 3 and 4.
Let's take one more look at it on Jeffrey Vickery's onboard. Ooh, tough. He's up on board Jeffrey Vickery. Ow! Am I right, guys?
Yeah, that was a wild wreck, especially when in the cockpit view, just seeing him upside down and just in a sense grinding on the roll bars there upside down. Oof, that was violent.
Let's take another look at our wreck coming to the line here as well.
Yeah, it's one thing to get wrecked in the middle of the pack. It's a whole another thing to get wrecked leading the race. It just makes people so mad. And I know it makes me mad too.
Ooh, looks like there's slight contact. In our second place, the 20-year race winner. Let's bring in Austin Call. Get his thoughts on this thing. Austin Call, Michael and the boys in the VBR booth. You got a copy.
Yeah, I got you.
Not congratulations on coming to second place, avoiding that trouble, coming into 4. Walk us through it, man.
I mean, I feel like I executed that race pretty much perfectly. Me and Jeffrey, not even planned. We just happened to come out at the same time every time, but just can't really do a whole pack with 2 cars, so just didn't work out. Was hoping for the win. Luckily, I avoided that last wreck and came out with second.
Indeed there, Jeff. Indeed there, Austin. Anything you probably could have done differently coming to the line between you and Dennis there?
I mean, no, he thinks it's on purpose, but you know that you're gonna always think that when the other car turns you, it's never on purpose.
Especially if you're going for the win like that.
I mean, going for the win is one thing, but that's for second. I'm not gonna turn someone on purpose for second.
Tyler, Sammy, you got anything for him?
Not really. You had a really great race. I mean, pit stops worked out well for you, and I know you guys. At one point, were you thinking, especially with how big of a gap that you and Vickery had, did you think it was probably just going to be a 2-man race between you guys, especially when you had a 5-second gap over the rest of the field?
I was hoping so, but when the pack got formed up properly, we were a second slower per lap. So it's like there's only so much you can do with 2 cars. I was really hoping one other car would be able to like join up with us, but that just never happened.
Did you there, Austin? Congratulations on coming to second place. Give you shout outs, man.
Oh, obviously, I thank my family for letting me do this. I'm pretty sure my whole family was watching this race. At least my grandma was. So I gotta thank them. I don't really have any teammates in this league, so or at least I was racing tonight. So just move on to next week, and yeah.
Here's your second place finisher, Austin Call, everybody.
Thank you.
Alright guys, that's pretty much gonna do it for us up at Daytona. Tyler, Sammy, any final thoughts?
Just fun little race there. With the opportunities I saw, huge wrecks at the end, but I mean, great racing all around. These drivers had a really good pit stops. Unfortunate for Vickery there on the huge wreck at the end, but everyone was gunning for it at the line. So, congrats again to Caldwell on the win and Austin Call on being able to hang on to second place after a wild race for him.
Andy there, Sammy, any thoughts before we close it out?
No, not really. Just wish I was able to see more. But also, if they got more drivers, and I know they're trying to build this league up, get a good league, but it still was a great one. Finish was decent. Wish we didn't wreck as much, but still, I mean, pretty good finish considering it was pretty much a wreck and win for the winner, right?
Indeed there, and speaking of leagues, starting November 7th here on the VBR Racing Network, we will be starting our very own racing league. $10 entry fee starting November 7th. Practice starts at 5:25 Eastern. Qualifying 5:55. Green flag 6 p.m. Xfinity car, fixed setups, 50% fuel, 1 faster car, 2 sets of tires, and we do have a playoff format. Here's a look at our schedule that we'll be running for that series too. We'll be starting at the LA Clash for no points. We'll be heading into week 1 at Daytona. Week 2 Homestead. Week 3 will be Bristol Dirt. Week number 4 will be Auto Club. Then we will go to Vegas to wrap up our West Coast swing. Then we'll be doing the Central Texas swing at Coda, followed by going down to Fort Worth to be taking on Texas Motor Speedway. Then we'll be heading over to Dega for another 50 lapper. Then we'll be going up to the Monster Mile, then the Lady in Black. That'll round out our regular season. Then starting our playoffs will be down at Hot Atlanta. Then head up to Chicago for the Chicago Street Course. As we would head over to the last Great Coliseum, Bristol again, as we would crack another round of 10. Then we'll be heading to the round event at Daytona. Charlotte, Chicago, later we'll be rounding out our season and we'll be crowning a champion week 17 in Phoenix. Anyway guys, that's pretty much going to do it for us. I'm Michael Bollinger, Tyler Vickery, Sammy Carter. As I thank our sponsors here for the Virtual Velocity Racing Network, Lightning Wraps. Looking for yourself a great quality custom wrap and affordable, the best ones around? Look no further than Lightning Wraps. You can find them on Facebook. And I also got a shout out on the other sponsor, which would be Sim Matrix, bringing you the Virtual Velocity Racing Super Speedway Series. And we also got to thank W Energy, code VBR24 at checkout, 10% off your order. Well, gentlemen, that's going to do it for us up in the booth, as we say so long and good night from the World Center of Racing. Good night, everybody.